How's your debating team coming, Kath?
Oh, fine, Uncle Martin. Patty and I are both on the team.
Oh.
Yeah, Papa, we're gonna bowl them over.
We're having our Little League tryouts this morning. Boy, I'll bet half the town didn't sleep last night.
Papa, we're having a debate at the auditorium Saturday. Would you like to come?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I have to go to a meeting in Kansas City this weekend.
There must be 1 million guys trying out for pitcher.
How long will you be gone?
Just a day or two.
Boy, I'll bet the guys that don't make the team are gonna kill themselves.
What are you debating?
Whether or not there's life on other planets.
That should be interesting.
Now, Billy Bishop is the one to watch. He's good, and he throws a fastball with a hop on it. Everybody knows he's gonna get it. Have you ever seen a fastball with a hop on it?
I'm sorry, Ross. I really don't know very much about baseball.
Well, I could teach you. You too, Patty.
Oh, sure, Ross. But some other time, we're trying to get ready for the debate.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll be going. I don't want to be late for the tryouts. So long.
Patty, are you meeting Richard?
Yeah, Mama. We're going unicycling.
Unicycling?
Uh-huh. One wheel. That should be fun.
Where's Ross?
He's gone. That kid. He could have at least said goodbye.
Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bookends, different as night and day. Where Kathy adores a minuet, the ballet russe, and crepe Suzette. Our Patty loves to rock and roll, a hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet, still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.
Ross! Ross! Hey, what's the matter? Don't you feel well? Well, tell me what's wrong. Why are you lying here in the dark?
Well, no one cares whether I live or die. I'm not gonna make the ball team. I haven't had a bite of food all day.
Of course we care.
Billy Bishop's gonna make pitcher. Oh, I wish I were dead.
Oh, come on, don't say that. Everything's gonna be all right.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Now, I want you to tell me all about it, but first I'll get you something to eat, okay? I'll bring a tray up here.
I guess so. Oh, promise not to tell Mom and Dad. You know, they'd think I was a sissy.
Don't worry about that. What are we going to do? I don't know, Kathy, but we've got to do something. He's in terrible shape.
Are you still hungry?
No, Mom, this is for Ross.
Well, you say he didn't want any dinner. He filled up on hot dogs and things at the ballpark.
Well, that's because he was too sick to eat. Mama, he's up in his room and he's in terrible shape.
Why?
Well, first of all, because he didn't make the Little League, and second of all, because he thinks none of us give a darn.
Why didn't he say something?
Well, I guess he did, but we weren't tuned in.
Oh, well, I'll go up and have a talk with him.
Oh, no, Papa, I really wish you wouldn't do that, because I told him I wouldn't say anything. He doesn't want you to think he's a sissy.
Oh, all right. You make sure he eats, and we'll think of something.
Okay.
Patty.
Thank you. You want some more? Okay, let's talk.
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't feel much like talking.
What do you feel like?
A failure.
Just because you might not make the Little League?
Well, I can't explain it. It seems like such a little thing, but if the coach doesn't pick me, it means I'm not as good as the other fellow. I might as well be a girl.
Well, how do you know he's not going to pick you?
Because today he kept putting Billy Bishop in as pitcher. He only let me pitch half an inning.
Well, that's not fair. What's his name?
Coach Johnson.
And he picks the teams?
Yeah, he's murder. I really tried, Patty, but he's awfully hard to please.
Well, did he actually say he was going to pick Billy Bishop?
No, but everybody knows he's going to.
When is it supposed to be decided?
At the end of our tryouts next week. And it's not only pitching, it's also going to depend a lot on our RBIs.
Your RBIs?
Runs batted in. Well, what's the difference? Nobody around here cares anything about baseball. It's like I was speaking a foreign language and have got nobody to talk to.
Well, from now on, you're going to. Okay, it's your turn. How many major leagues are there? 2. American and National. Good. Where's Baltimore? In Maryland, isn't it? I mean, what league is it in? Oh, American. Good. San Francisco? National? Minnesota? American. Good, you're going to be quite an expert. Let's go to the minor leagues.
Maury Wills.
He's with the Dodgers.
Flood.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Nixon.
Did he play ball?
Russ Nixon.
Of course. Boston.
Very good.
You know, all these players are famous. I never even heard of them before. It's like another world.
Well, at the moment, it's Ross's world. I think it's very nice we can share it with him.
So do I. Is there a little league for mothers?
I don't think so. Might not be a bad idea to start one, though. You know, I wouldn't be in Coach Johnson's shoes for all the money in the world. I'll bet every mother and father in town is on his neck.
Hello, darling.
Oh, hi, son. How'd it go today?
Not so hot. A lot of kids were eliminated.
Were you?
No, but tomorrow's another day.
Hi, champ. How's it going?
Terrible. Billy Bishop pitched most of the game.
Oh, well, that's nothing to worry about. The coach is probably just saving you, that's all. Come on, sit down.
Sure. The way they saved Tiant today. They put him in as relief pitcher in the top of the 4th, and he pitched a shutout.
Ross, it might be a good idea if you got some extra pitching practice. Hey, yeah, you can practice on the patio.
But I've no one to play with.
Well, I'll play ball with you. I could use the exercise.
Do you mean that, Dad?
Certainly. Let's go out and throw a few around.
Oh, I've got nothing to do. I'll go with you. Me too.
Hey, that's great.
Let's go.
Strike 3!
You got a nice curve there, son.
Thanks. You should see Billy Bishop's curve.
Why don't we take a little rest?
Yeah. I could go on forever.
Not me. Not as young as I used to be.
How do you think I'm doing?
I think you're doing fine. Could I give you some advice?
Sure.
I think you should stop worrying about Billy Bishop. Forget that you're competing with him and just compete with yourself. Do the best you can.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll meet you at the Shake Shack. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
I'll call you from Kansas City.
Bye, Pablo. Have a good time.
Oh, thank you, honey. Now, you look after Ross, will you?
Oh, don't worry about him. I'm going to make a little league pitcher out of him if it kills me.
He'll be fine. Goodbye, dear.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You know, Mama, Ross is really a very good pitcher. Coach Johnson wouldn't dare not put him on the team.
I hope Coach Johnson knows that. Hello, darling.
Hi, Ross.
Hungry?
Did anything happen today?
Coach Johnson eliminated all the pitchers except me and Billy Bishop.
That's great.
good.
No, it isn't. Billy Bishop's gonna get it. Is 12 too young to have a nervous breakdown?
You're not going to have a nervous breakdown.
I'm cracking up.
Why don't you have something to eat?
Why is it mothers always think that food solves everything? I don't know what I'm gonna do if he doesn't pick me.
War nerves. Narrowed down to him and Billy Bishop.
Oh.
Mama, we've got to do something. Do you know he hasn't eaten anything in 3 days? He's going to be too thin to pitch. He'll throw the ball and go right up in the air after it.
I don't know what to do.
Why don't we have a talk with Coach Johnson? You know, kind of feel him out.
Is that ethical?
Well, if you love your son, it's ethical. I mean, why don't we invite him to dinner? You see, I could find out what his favorite food is and you could cook it for him.
That sounds a little like bribery.
No, it's what you call the social graces.
Comes at an opportune time, too, doesn't it?
Mama, there's nothing wrong with being nice to him. I mean, what's wrong with letting him see Ross in his native habitat?
I don't think your father would approve.
Oh, he doesn't have to know. I mean, he's out of town, isn't he? What harm could it do? We're only going to invite him to dinner. Everybody does it. I mean, people give candy to the teacher, an apple to the policeman, gifts to their bosses. It's just a way of showing your appreciation. This does mean a lot to Ross, Aunt Natalie.
All right, we'll do it.
Let's not say anything to Ross.
Let's not say anything to anyone.
This is going to be the best party we've ever had.
Well, it isn't exactly a party, darling. It's just Coach Johnson.
Still going to be the best party we ever had. Patty, would you sit for me, please? Oh, sure, Cat.
Does Ross have any idea who's coming?
We didn't breathe a word.
I can't wait to see his face.
Yeah. He's here. The coach is here. Someone had better let him in or go away.
I'll let him in. Martin!
Hi. I'm sorry, I had a ring. I just forgot my key.
You're home a day early.
Yeah, I know. We finished up ahead of schedule, so I just caught the late afternoon plane out, and here I am. You're all dressed up.
Yes, we're having a guest for dinner.
Oh, one of Patty's friends?
No, one of Ross's friends.
Well, good.
How do you do?
I'm fine. How are you?
What are you doing here?
I live here.
But you're home a day early.
Well, I can always leave again. Why is everybody so dressed up?
You always dress for dinner.
Like that?
He's here again.
Yeah, well, I must say you've gone to a lot of trouble for Ross's friend, but I think it's kind of cute.
Do you? I'm sure glad. Patty, would you let him in, please?
Oh, yeah. Good evening, Coach Johnson. Hi, I'm Patty Lee.
Hello, Patty.
Thank you. Won't you come in?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Lane.
How do you do?
And this is my husband, Martin Lane. Darling, this is Coach Johnson.
Coach Johnson?
Nice to meet you, Mr. Lane.
Well, it's a pleasant surprise meeting you.
And this is our niece, Kathy.
Hello, Kathy.
How do you do, Coach Johnson?
What are you doing here? I suppose you come by to give us some news.
News? No, I just came by to have dinner.
You just came by to have dinner?
Yes. Isn't it nice that Coach Johnson was able to take time out from his busy schedule?
Oh, it certainly is.
Where's Ross?
Oh, he'll be right down. Excuse me.
Oh, won't you sit down, please?
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, Aki-san, would you put it right here, please?
I love Japanese food. Ikaga desu ka?
Do know you. I'm so glad.
What time shall I serve dinner, madam?
The usual time, Aki-san.
On your feet, Ross, get dressed.
I am dressed.
Oh, I mean really dressed.
What for?
For dinner.
Why can't I eat like this?
Because we're having a very important guest. Well, 2 guests.
I'm not hungry.
Come on, put these on and come downstairs and hurry up.
Okay. What did you get all dressed up for?
I did it for someone I love. Hurry up.
I've been a fan of yours for a long time, Mr. Lane. I think the Chronicle's a great newspaper.
Well, thank you.
Are you interested in baseball?
Oh, I played a little when I was in high school.
Ross will be right down. Ross just talks about you all the time, Coach Johnson.
I imagine all the boys talk about me most of the time. It's a good thing I don't hear what they have to say, isn't it?
You used to be shortstop on the Chicago White Sox, didn't you?
How did you know that?
You're much too modest. In your last season with them, you batted .301.
Well, you've been doing a little research on me, haven't you?
Oh, Mama knows all the batting averages. Oh, we're great baseball fans around here.
What did you do after you quit baseball?
I went into the sporting goods business.
Well, how did you get started as a Little League coach?
Somebody asked me, and I said yes. I went in as a substitute for 2 weeks. I've been at it for 10 years now.
Must be very rewarding.
It is. But there are problems, too.
What kind of problems?
Psychological, mostly. Kids can get pretty high-strung. Making the team means a great deal to them. Sometimes too much. Very often the parents will push them into competition. If they fail, they feel they've let their parents down.
Ross was interested in Little League ball before we even knew anything about it.
I'm not saying all parents do it, Mrs. Lane, but you'd be surprised what some mothers and fathers will resort to get their children on the team. These are marvelous. I think these are better than the ones I had last night.
Last night?
Yeah, over at Billy Bishop's.
I still don't see why I should wear a suit.
Hello, Ross.
What are you doing here, sir? I mean, did I do something wrong?
Of course not, darling. We invited Coach Johnson to dinner.
To dinner?
Yeah. He eats too, you know.
Why here?
We thought it would be nice if we all got acquainted.
That's why I came, Ross. I like to meet the families of the boys who try out for the team.
Dinner is served.
Arigato, Aki-san.
Oh, Ross said to tell you the reason he went to bed so early is because he's in strict training.
He's a nice boy.
Nat.
Would you like to see our roses? I've some prize cuttings.
I grow them myself.
Oh.
Excuse me, girls.
Oh, these are much larger than mine.
They're choice cuttings. May I send you some?
That's very kind of you, Mrs. Lane.
Oh, it's nothing at all. They certainly get a lot of tender, loving care.
Son, you awake?
I guess so. How's he going?
No, I just came up to see how you were.
Mom should never have invited him to dinner.
No, she was just trying to be helpful.
I'll never be able to face him again.
Well, the dinner wasn't really that bad.
He'll think we were trying to bribe him or something.
Well, if it was any consolation to you, Billy Bishop's mother and father had him over for a Japanese dinner last night. He said our raw fish was much better.
Why do parents have to be so helpful?
Well, maybe you'll understand that better when you have children of your own, son.
But I don't want to have children when I grow up. I want to be a baseball player. This could be the end of my whole career.
I doubt that.
Boy, when that butler walked in, I could have died. Where'd he come from?
An employment agency.
What was Mom trying to prove?
I don't think she was trying to prove anything. She just wanted to entertain Coach Johnson, and she was trying to make him feel as comfortable as possible. She went to a lot of trouble.
Trouble is the right word.
Well, I'm not saying that what we did was right. We were probably overcompensating.
What does that mean?
It means that in the beginning we didn't do enough, and in the end we did too much. It's a disease that parents suffer from. I'm sorry if we embarrassed you.
That's okay, Dad. I'll probably get married and have children and forget all about baseball.
Maybe you can do both.
Anyhow, it's only Little League. You know, kind of kid stuff.
I know.
Who cares if anyone's a pitcher?
Sure, who cares?
I care.
I'm sure glad you could come to dinner tonight, Coach Johnson.
So am I, Patty.
You have no idea how much it means to Ross. Ross says that Don Johnson is your son.
That's right.
Don's in my history class.
Oh.
Gee, he's a nice boy. I think he's one of the nicest boys in the whole school. I really like him. We're having a record party here Friday. We'd sure love to have him come over.
Has he ever been here before?
No.
I see. Well, I'll tell him. Excuse me.
I didn't mean that the way it sounded. Would you like some more coffee, Mr. Johnson?
Oh, thank you. This is enough.
Would you like some fruit?
Oh, no, thank you. I'd better be going.
Oh, but it's still early.
Well, tomorrow's a big day. I have to pick the ball team. Thank you very much for the dinner. It was lovely. Good night. I'm glad I met you, Mr. Lane.
Oh, nice to meet you, Coach. You're going to make your decision tomorrow.
That's right. That's one of the reasons I wanted to come here to meet Ross's family. Ross is a good player, but it's important to know how much support he can count on at home. I mean, a real kind of support where the family knows that he can stand on his own 2 feet. Well, thanks again for everything. I'll see myself out. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, Martin.
It's all my fault. I invited his son to a party and made it sound like I was bribing him. I offered to babysit for him for nothing.
And I offered him my prize roses and thanked him for putting Ross on the team in the same breath. And Aki, and the Japanese food.
Boy, we really helped Ross, didn't we?
Your intentions were good, but you made one mistake.
What was that?
You didn't have enough confidence in Ross. If he wasn't good enough to make the team, then he shouldn't have been on it. But if he was good enough to make it, you should have let him do it on his own.
Yes, sir. Chalk it up to another Patty Lane brainstorm. Where are you going? To see if I can get Ross to take up ice hockey.
Ross should have been home hours ago.
Tryouts take time.
Patty, where have you been? On a kamikaze mission. Since this whole thing was my idea, I decided I should go apologize to Coach Johnson.
What did he say?
He said not to send the rose cuttings, 'cause with his wife away, there's nobody to water them.
Oh.
And he said to tell you he doesn't need a babysitter. I see. And his son can't come on Friday night. Well, we've batted 1,000.
I think the expression is, we struck out.
How am I going to face him?
Hi, folks.
Ross, would you like to go to 3 movies tomorrow?
Oh, gee, thanks, sis, but I can't. I'm pitching for the Little League team.
Oh. You what?
I was made pitcher today. Billy Bishop's my relief pitcher.
Congratulations,
That's
Ross.
wonderful, darling. I'm so glad.
Now we'll show them some real shutouts.
Boy, Coach Johnson sure was nervous today. There must have been 1,000,000 parents out there. He asked me to give you a message, Dad.
A message for me?
Yeah, he's on a 6-month vacation. He wants you to take over as Little League coach for him.
You're kidding.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Here's Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! but they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.
How's your debating team coming, Kath?
Oh, fine, Uncle Martin. Patty and I are both on the team.
Oh.
Yeah, Papa, we're gonna bowl them over.
We're having our Little League tryouts this morning. Boy, I'll bet half the town didn't sleep last night.
Papa, we're having a debate at the auditorium Saturday. Would you like to come?
Hmm? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I have to go to a meeting in Kansas City this weekend.
There must be 1 million guys trying out for pitcher.
How long will you be gone?
Just a day or two.
Boy, I'll bet the guys that don't make the team are gonna kill themselves.
What are you debating?
Whether or not there's life on other planets.
That should be interesting.
Now, Billy Bishop is the one to watch. He's good, and he throws a fastball with a hop on it. Everybody knows he's gonna get it. Have you ever seen a fastball with a hop on it?
I'm sorry, Ross. I really don't know very much about baseball.
Well, I could teach you. You too, Patty.
Oh, sure, Ross. But some of the time we're trying to get ready for the debate.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll be going. I don't want to be late for the tryouts. So long.
Patty, are you meeting Richard?
Yeah, Mama. We're going unicycling.
Unicycling?
Uh-huh. One wheel. That should be fun.
Where's Ross?
He's gone. That kid. He could have at least said goodbye.
Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bookends, different as night and day. Where Kathy adores a minuet, the ballet russe, and crepe Suzette. Our Patty loves to rock and roll, a hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet!